Are you filming?
Yeah.
Okay, wait. Okay, rolling. Would you like to introduce yourself?
I'm Gulshan Afshan.
In Western culture, do you think you felt you were properly represented? Like, do you think you saw characters on the screen, or you saw people on screen that reflected how you looked and made you feel included?
Well, no, there was not many people, and the people that were there were very much stereotypical people with an accent, doing stereotypical jobs and things. So there was nothing that would represent us. And I remember growing up, the only time you'd see people that represented you were on the news.
Do you think the difference from when you were little to now, do you think anything's really changed in that?
Yeah, it has started to change. It's a very slow thing. So there is more representation, people, races, or whether it be disabilities, everything is starting to be a bit more represented, but it's very slow. And I think the other thing is, growing up, we didn't see it, but our generation kind of may have started to see a few of the gaps and start to fill a few of the gaps. But the next generation coming are going to fill more of those gaps because it's a bigger thing. Whereas the generation before, they were just either starting to settle here or just getting through day by day things that I think we're a bit luckier nowadays than previous generations, because I know previous generations would have been more about work, support family, get this done, get that done, rather than we're able to sit and we have phones and everything at hand. So if we don't see ourselves represented, we kick up more of a fuss now. Yeah. Whereas in the past there were 5 channels and you had time at the end of the day, but you wouldn't really kick up a fuss because you've got too many other things on your head.
Look in the mirror and what stares back? The wrong thing, a distorted figure, bent out of shape. But that's not wrong. That person looking back at you is the truest reflection of yourself. And yet you are taught to hate every living, breathing cell inside of you that means you are the wrong shade. But you are not wrong, and you are not alone. For so many years I had this image in my head of myself that I thought was right, an image of a different me, one that was white.
The next station is Gloucester Road. This is a District Line train.
I never told anyone because I knew it was bad, and yet I just couldn't escape the relief it gave. But I have now, and I'm glad. And I'm still just a kid, and kids ask a lot of questions. So why is it that, at only 12, I was harbouring a secret about how I saw myself? Who could have influenced such a young mind this much? And why? Who could do it? I have a hunch. We consume media every day, and it's sad to say, but a huge part of our development comes from what we have analytically filtered into our brains. So maybe I didn't develop to know my own skin because all I was getting sieved into my brain was Western culture and Western ways, and not enough people that looked like me. I want you to do something with me. An experiment. Count how many Southern Asian actors Think people from Pakistan, India or Bangladesh. How many have you seen in lead roles on the big screen in a mainstream movie? Count them on your fingers. Now count on your fingers the same, but for a white lead role. They don't fit, do they?